The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius once wrote in his private journal, "Spend each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, laziness, or any pretending." This wasn't a call to reckless abandon. It was a prescription for a life of purpose, a guide to living with intention, clarity, and peace. But what does it mean to live this way, here, in our modern world? First, without frenzy. We all know this feeling. The frantic typing, the mountains of tasks, the racing heart of a mind that is everywhere and nowhere at once. We tell ourselves, this is productivity, that rushing means we're achieving more. But in our haste, we trade depth for speed. The Stoic challenge is to pause, to take one single, deep breath, to bring our full attention to the task at hand, not the 10 tasks that follow. It's the difference between chaotic motion and deliberate action. True productivity isn't about how much you do, but how well you do what you are doing right now. It is the calm focus on a single point in a storm of obligations. This is living without frenzy. Next, without laziness. This isn't just about avoiding a day spent on the couch. Laziness in the modern age has a more insidious form. It's the endless, mindless scroll. The constant consumption of trivial content that numbs our minds and steals our time. We drift through hours, not resting, but merely distracting ourselves from our own lives. The antidote is not to fill every moment with frantic activity, but to engage with our lives intentionally. It's about choosing purpose over passivity. It's found in the simple, necessary acts. Washing a window until it's clear, not because it's exciting, but because it needs to be done. It is the quiet satisfaction of bringing order to a small corner of your world. This is reclaiming your time from the void of distraction. This is living without laziness. And finally, without any pretending. We've all worn the mask. The forced smile at a party, the cheerful facade when we feel hollow inside. We perform for an audience, real or imagined, hoping for approval. But this performance is exhausting. It creates a gap between who we are and who we pretend to be. Authenticity is the cure. It's the courage to be vulnerable, to have a sincere conversation with a friend, to be honest with yourself about your own feelings. It's finding contentment, not in the validation of others, but in your own quiet integrity. It's the peace that comes from letting the mask fall and simply being who you are. This is living without pretending. These 3 principles, without frenzy, laziness, or pretending, are not about achieving perfection. They are a daily practice, a way to measure our moments, not by their quantity, but by their quality. Our lives are filled with endless noise, digital alerts, and social pressures, all pulling us away from our center. But we have a choice. We can ignore the flashing lights and turn our gaze toward the horizon. We can find stillness in the midst of chaos. To live each day as if it were your last is to understand that our time is finite and our character is eternal. It's a call to build something within yourself that will endure. Not wealth, not fame, but integrity, a quiet strength, a profound peace that comes from living in alignment with your truest self. When you strip away the frenzy, the laziness, and the pretense, what remains is you, your character. And in the end, that is all that truly matters. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Thanks for watching.